I'd never seen any place quite like this palace of death smack in the middle of the hearts and flowers of Hyde-Ashbury. When I got there, I showed the clerk, Barbara, Emil's photo, and her eyes instantly grew 3 sizes and went dark. At first, she claimed not to know her, but she didn't fake it well. She was practically shaking, clearly terrified. I let her know that whatever she had gotten herself into, she would be better off facing it under the secret squadron's protection than on her own. She hesitated, her eyes rolling around the room nervously. She asked me to come to the back office and lock the front door. Emil had come asking questions all right. A few weeks earlier, a mysterious man came in and introduced himself to her as Gordon. The store carries all manner of skulls and skeletons and other specially taxidermied preparations of human remains. He bought out the entire store of all human items. The bill cost thousands of dollars, but he didn't bat an eye, just doled out the money in cash. He handed her a business card labeled the Euclidean Society with an address in Japantown, and urged her to deliver the items right away. Strangely, all the text disappeared not long after the items shipped out. I asked her to give me an accounting of what kinds of items were included, and if he showed particular interest in any of them. Yes, there was one part of the original shipment he seemed especially struck by. We had a death mask of Edgar Allan Poe, sculpted from real human skin. He tried it on in the store and stared at his reflection for a concerningly long time. I asked her if she knew what Mr. Green Eyes planned on using all those remains for.
My mother always told me, don't ask a question unless you're ready to hear the real answer. Our clientele values their privacy, and I let them keep their particular purposes to themselves.
She told me that she didn't like the way the man looked at her. He had cold green eyes which had a strange shimmer to them in the light. He was large, 6'3" and 230 pounds at least. After buying at the store, he came back a few weeks later. He told her that he needed more. She thought he must be joking at first, replying, "Human bodies don't grow on trees, you know." But a man like that doesn't joke. He told her he already had a connection with a reliable corpse supplier, but he needed a facility that could complete certain special taxidermic preparations using plasticine. She tried to put him off, feeling uneasy about the legalities of the deal, but he insisted with a crackling tone in his voice that made her shudder down to her black lacquered toes. She ultimately went through with the arrangement on the condition that once the deal ended this time, their business would be over for good. But then a male came looking, with a badge and a gun and legs that wouldn't quit. Barbara was instantly attracted to her tough attitude, and she spilled everything she knew about Mr. Green Eyes and the corpse supplier. She gave her the info for the corpse supplier that Mr. Green Eyes had connected her to. That night, she woke to Gordon's gloved hand covering her mouth to keep her from screaming, and a sharp serrated knife against her throat. Somehow, he knew Emil had been there asking questions, even though the store was ghostly empty at the time. He told her he would love nothing more than to slice her pretty neck and burn down her store, but he would give her one chance to tell him everything the agent now knew. By this point, she was in tears as she related her ordeal.
I feel so guilty. I tried to convince myself that gal could take care of herself, but as soon as you showed me that picture, I knew he must have killed her. It's all my fault. That man made my blood run cold like no one before. I deal with some spooky customers in a store like this every day, but never before did a single one inspire in me such an instant, existential horror. I've been jumping out of my skin, looking over my shoulder ever since. You must help me. He'll know I've talked to you. He won't have mercy twice. Not that monster.
I calmed her down the best I could and promised to send her straight on an extended vacation to an old secret squadron hideout far out of state. She told me the corpse supplier's name was Tom Shawn and that I couldn't miss him. His body had a strange twist to it from a spinal deformity. He sounded like Igor come to life, right down to his grisly merchandise. I steeled myself to descend into yet another rabbit hole. The end of this tunnel was looking darker and darker all the time. I was having nightmares about the case. Emil loomed before me, transformed into a macabre doll on puppet strings. For such a shrewd agent to come to such a ghastly end, I knew it meant real peril for anyone who might chase or kill her. The coroner still could not determine a cause of death. Indeed, he told me a strange story about her skin smelling fresh, almost like lavender, and that it stayed at room temperature, instead of taking on the chill pallor that overcomes all dead things. It was clear the killer completed some strange chemical preparation on the body, but it wasn't like anything he'd ever seen before. Her limbs were totally stiff. I gave him a tip to look into something called plasticine and call me back. I believed Barbara's story, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was walking into a trap. Joyce will give you the clue to your next location. Midnight, out.